So what is my Bitcoin price prediction? How high do I think Bitcoin's gonna go, and how high do I think Bitcoin's gonna go in 2023? Now I'm making this video, and meanwhile Balaji, the CTO from Coinbase, or former CTO of Coinbase, predicted that Bitcoin's gonna go to $1 million in 90 days. And today's the 20th of March 2023, so sometime in June 2023, according to Balaji, we should see a $1 million Bitcoin. Now my prediction is nowhere near what Balaji's prediction is, but I have to say that this is possible. It's not like he's pulling this out of thin air. I mean, the guy actually betted $2 million of his own money and is giving money away to people just answering his Twitter tweet. But for this to happen, it would take the perfect storm, which, yes, it's in place, but sometimes the winds change. So I'll tell you my prediction in just 1 second, but when it comes to $1 million in 90 days, that would require a banking collapse, and it has to happen within 90 days. See, basically, they don't have the liquidity to be able to support withdrawals. There'll be some sort of bank run, we have hyperinflation, that's what is basing this on. But you have to keep in mind that in 90 days, banks will have the liquidity, banks will have the credit to be able to pay withdrawals. The reason is they'll be able to sell their treasuries. Right now, they can't. That's the whole drift of this. Now, he is right to say that inflation comes fast. I know this. I've seen this. And countries have had inflation and just went sky high the next day. It builds slowly, then whoop, it just happens out of thin air. A lot of times you don't have a chance to do anything about it. It happens overnight while you're sleeping. So anyway, let's talk about my price prediction here, because what I'm doing is I'm looking at Bitcoin like I was looking at Bitcoin before this Balaji news. And I have live streams, I have videos talking about this and getting into detail, but here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm seeing Bitcoin in 2023 at a price of $30,000 to $40,000. I'm also seeing Bitcoin hold above $30,000 by the end of 2023. Now, I'm not going to get into too much detail here, but 30,000 was that major support we had, and it was the first bottom call I made, and it hit it. Remember when we were at 70,000? It went down to 30,000. I called the bottom before it got there, and I said we're going to go up for a double top, and we did. And just to be fair, I didn't know 100% it's going to be a double top. I just said that if we break all-time highs, we can continue to go up. If not, and that's resistance, that would be a double top. Now, once we broke that 30,000 to the downside, that 30,000 is still major resistance. And while I do think we're going to break it by the looks of things, I mean, all the macro analysis, everything is falling into place. I know that's hard to believe, but we talked about decoupling, we talked about this. I still think Bitcoin will be in a range of 30 to 40K by the end of the year, possibly 50K. Now that's in 2023. I really do believe that Bitcoin's gonna go higher than this. I think Bitcoin's gonna reach $80,000 to $140,000 after the halving sometime. And just to clarify, a lot of you think there's gonna be a halving and Bitcoin's gonna shoot price and everyone's gonna be talking about this. It's not. It's gonna take a few months after that. Now I know 80 to 140,000 may sound a little low to some people out there, even though it's kind of huge. And don't get me wrong, I do think Bitcoin can go higher to $200,000 and $250,000, but you have to understand I'm a very conservative player. It's just very early to be able to call a price. What I do know, one of my strategies, is try to find the best price or price range where most people will get wrecked. That's including the amateurs, but also the professionals. That's how I called 15.6K bottom. And I called it a lot before it happened. But again, it's too soon right now. So just to clarify, I see Bitcoin at $30,000 to $40,000, maybe $50,000 in 2023. Then we're going to retrace down to maybe 30K, 25K, then continue to the upside to break that and maybe get that $80,000 to $140,000 Bitcoin after the halving in 2024, possibly 2025. Now, can we get to $1 million? Again, yes, it's possible. And if you want more details, make sure you watch this video right here. Or if you want to watch my other video recommended to you by YouTube, watch this video right here. Subscribe down below. See you in the next video.